In 2020, when the world suddenly fell silent, we heard a voice from within us, a voice that echoed in the wisdom of our leaders, a voice that reverberated in the words and prayers of world leaders to save lives and safeguard life as we once loved and lived. That same inner voice was felt in the hearts of one and all who came together to give their all, to help and heal the world. Men and women, young and old, of all ages, of all professions, of all races, religions and regions, of all cultures, communities and countries, united as one in perhaps one of the largest and longest humanitarian efforts in the history of humanity.
Here in the UAE, everyone joined hands to reach out to those in need. Of the many groups and individuals, all of them the real heroes of our time, who have helped without holding back. The story of one such organization has moved me from within, the BAPS Hindu Mandir in Abu Dhabi. The leadership and volunteers left no stone unturned. Yes, they prayed, but persevered more. Yes, they served, but loved more. Yes, they helped, but healed more. I have seen them firsthand for myself, serving in more than many ways. Hundreds of patients were treated and supported. 75,000 hot meals were served and delivered home to home. 450 migrant workers were provided rent and shelter. A team of BAPS volunteers helped coordinate Vande Bharat flight.
Here in Consulate, we have got exceptional support from the BAPS community. So many of their volunteers have associated with us in terms of carrying out these activities of supporting the community and planning these flights.
And also provided air tickets in charity. Masks, sanitizers, and PPE kits were supplied in abundance. They supported nations by upholding health protocols, generating awareness, leading vaccination drives, counseling patients and families, providing emotional and spiritual support. Day and night prayers restored faith. The darker it became, the brighter they served. When India was struggling to breathe, the BAPS Hindu Mandir, with the generous support from the UAE community, supplied oxygen concentrators, 2,000 oxygen cylinders, an unbroken supply of liquid oxygen, and cryogenic tanks, enough to fill 100,000 oxygen cylinders, a non-stop supply of life-saving oxygen to 400 hospitals and clinics across 95 cities and villages.
But more than names and numbers, life matters more. true service is selfless, charity with a heartbeat, end to end, from the hands of the donors to the hearts of the needy, in just matter of days. Every breath of life, every patient that survived, every family that smiled, reaffirmed our faith in the same inner voice.
The value of saving one life is priceless.
This voice reminds us that life is stronger than death. Hope is healthier than fear. It teaches us that we all have a choice. Yes, we do have a choice. Each one of us has a choice of remembering these times not by death and disease, but by life and love. We can choose to remember the weather by dark clouds and storms that surround us. But we choose to remember the calm and warm sunshine that is around us. Yes, we can choose to mourn the past by what we have lost, but instead we choose to face the future by what we have, not by what we couldn't do, but by what we can do. Our inner voice tells us that we have the light to redefine the meaning of hope, refine the meaning of harmony. We have the energy to generate more faith in faith. While we know times are tough, we also know we are tougher. But perhaps in times to come, in crises more challenging, before which we humans may be too small and too insignificant, perhaps we may not be much, and perhaps we may not have much, but we know we have each other. Together, we are everything. As one people, one world, we shall prevail. So long as we continue to hear this voice within us, life will always be life. This universal voice of our conscience and the light of hope and harmony continues to guide us to serve life and save our planet. We deeply thank you all for helping us help others.